Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Eric Altman, Sales Engineer at Vodia Networks, and today we're going to show how Yealink and Vodia Networks can easily plug and play in the cloud or on the premises. I'm joined by Hamlet Collado with Vodia and Travis Zhang from Yealink from overseas. Travis is going to start by giving us an overview about Yealink's products and synergy with Vodia Networks. Travis, are you there and ready to go?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Travis from Yealink. This is Travis from Yealink technical team. It's my honor to be here to give a presentation to you guys. First of all, I have to say sorry if my English pronunciation is not good enough. And we have Q&A later. If you have any questions, I can answer at a time. Here is the introduction of Yealink and our cooperation with Vodia Networks. About Yealink, our company was founded in 2001 and went public on the Kinex Shenzhen Stock Exchange on March 17, 2017. And we have over 700 employees, over 50% of the staff in our R&D team. And we have 30.6% global market share via IP. About our service and support, we have several trainings per year on product and troubleshooting, both on-site and webinars. And our single point of contact provides technical service and support with 24 hours email turnaround time. And we provide, as you can see, we have 24 hours email turnaround time, and we have a special team. And I am one of the members of this team. Yealink products line covered VC series video phones, desktop IP phones, and also text phones. Product ranges from entry level to high-end level, with great capability to develop and manufacture the right fit solution for the market. In 2017, Yealink has launched a series of new products, the T5 medium phones, the new CP960 and the CP920. Yealink, we can upgrade new text phone. Yealink's one-stop solutions can address business customers' diverse needs in different environments and bring the value of the flexibility they expect. Here is our cooperation with Vodia Networks. We have broad choice of phone options for Vodia customers. We have full plug-and-play functionality and the seamless CTI control of Yealink IP phones, and also Vodia Networks support of Yealink phones remotely. And you can update Yealink firmware from within the video system. So we have deep integration with video system. Here is the introduction of Yealink RPS. RPS is short for Redirection and Provisioning Service, which is a free service developed for all Yealink customers worldwide. By simply entering the market address of an IP phone and the URL of the provisioning server into Yealink's RPS server, upon initial boot up, the phone can be redirected to its pre-assigned server for configuring updating. Through RPS, service providers can greatly simplify mass development of Yealink IP phones, save time and money in configuring and shipping phones, reduce errors caused by complicated menu configuration. So here is an example after the customer ordered telephone and service. This is the flow. Regarding our RPS, we have three keywords: it's cloud-based and mass development and free service.
Thank you, Travis. Let's get started with an overview on how to plug and play a Yealink desktop phone with the Vodia PBX. We're going to cover topics on logging into your PBX, phone provisioning password, Yealink firmware, customizable background, creating an extension, button templates, powering up Yealink units, LAN provisioning, assign extension, and RPS provisioning. Vodia can be installed on the cloud or on the premises. Runs on Windows and Linux operating systems. You can also run the software on the popular cloud platforms like Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure. Also, you can see the Vodia can be easily rebranded with your business logo and color scheme, which can be edited in the software using our template tools. To log into your Vodia PBX, type in the IP of the machine, sign into the phone system by typing admin and no password. If you don't have a license, you can easily sign up at vodia.com/en/register. Setting the provisioning password is one of the first steps before provisioning a Yealink phone. The user password is used to log into the phone after provisioning is complete. The administrator will be able to log into multiple phones using the assigned credentials if a phone needs to be logged into. To go to provisioning password, click on your domain, navigate to Advanced General Settings, scroll down to Provisioning Parameters, choose your dial scheme, create a password, create a PIN, and save. You may want to run the latest Yealink firmware on the phone. To do this, navigate to support.yealink.com and choose your phone model firmware. The file can be hosted on the Vodia server or locally on the LAN if it is a CPE deployment. First step for this, you have to download the Yealink firmware. Create a folder called PBX WebI in the working directory of the Vodia PBX. Drop the Yealink ROM into the PBX WebI. Now the URL will be your PBX IP / whatever you named the Yealink firmware to. Make sure it has a .rom at the end. If you're running Windows, go to Program Files, Vodia Networks, Vodia PBX, PBX WebI, and you can drop your T48 ROM file there. If the firmware is stored locally on the PBX, you can easily set the URL for each Yealink phone. For example, http:// the IP of the PBX / firmware of what you named on for the Yealink ROM file. Okay. When provisioned, the PBX will send the firmware URL to the phone, and the phone will update automatically. The Vodia PBX can also provision a company logo on the phone depending on the phone model. Adding a logo to the phone increases your customers' loyalty and can become a nice marketing tool for your business. To customize the background logo, navigate to your domain, Features, Logo, and upload the desired image. Creating an extension is simple. You can create them one at a time, or you can use our Upload CSV feature. With an extension, you can make outbound calls, receive calls, and also you can provision a desktop phone to the extension. When creating a new extension, you'll see a pop-up window. Enter the extension number, account name, which is the extension, first and last name, email, PIN, cell phone, your web password, SIP password, and upload a picture. Next, we're going to create a button template for the Yealink TG46 model. You can create many more button profiles for each Yealink device. The extension, once provisioned, will automatically choose a profile based on the Yealink model. To do this, navigate to Advanced, General Settings, Buttons. Name the template, create multiple templates for different models, or assign it as default throughout the system. Next, we're going to assign a few buttons. As you can see, Vodia supports many button types for the Yealink phones. For example, lines, the line key on your template represents the line key on the Yealink device. Identity, if you have more than one provision account on the Yealink device, you can choose the identity here and assign a dedicated key type. The type drop-down list gives you a list of supported types that can be assigned to the align keys. In the parameter section, you can assign an extension you want to monitor or an account. For example, if you choose a park orbit as the line key, the parameter will be the park orbit account. The label will be automatically filled once you choose an account or an extension. The Yealink devices are both versatile and user-friendly. The Vodia PBX can send a notify update if the user or administrator wanted to edit a line key on the fly. Now, we're going to power up your device. Reboot your Yealink device. The Vodia PBX scans the network for the vendor type. Now, this is used for LAN provisioning only. As you can see, the Vodia will auto-detect the model of the unit. Once it's detectable, click on the setup, choose a domain if you're a multi-tenant, choose an extension, and target the phone will be rebooted. Now, for WAN provisioning, or RPS, we will discuss this later in the presentation. Success. The phone is registered, the local background is provisioned, the buttons are provisioned, the LDOT functionality are provisioned, and you can also control the ring type or the ring control on the extension. Now for RPS provisioning. You can sign up with Yealink to get a RPS account. Vodia supports the Yealink IPS, the IPI for the RPS. Upon signing up for the RPS account, users must agree to the Yealink agreement terms. So the way this works is, once you sign up with Yealink, Vodia can also give you a user account that is user and password. Once this is given from us or Yealink, you can plug that into the phone settings. This will be the RPS section. Once you have that done, you can go to your extension, add the MAC address of the Yealink device, reboot the phone. It will travel to the RPS server and Yealink server and go down to the desired DNS or IP of the PBX. From there, the phone should provision itself, providing that you've done all the steps that I've talked about above, creating the provisioning parameters, the buttons, the extensions. Once you have all that done, you pretty much can just put as many MAC addresses to the extensions. The MAC address will be added to the Vodia database, and this cookie will be sent to the RPS redirection server. The RPS and Yealink will know to send this phone to a specific domain then it will provision itself. So, okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. You all have a great weekend.